Virgo Daily Horoscope for March 25, 2025. Dear Virgo, as we look at the celestial blueprint for March 25, 2025, there's a fascinating mix of energies influencing your sign today. With Mercury, your ruling planet, forming a harmonious trine with Saturn in Pisces, you're experiencing a rare moment of both mental clarity and emotional depth. This isn't your ordinary Tuesday. The stars are aligning in ways that particularly favor your analytical nature, while simultaneously opening doorways to intuitive understanding. The day begins with the moon in Capricorn, creating a grounding energy that resonates beautifully with your earth element. This practical lunar position helps you organize your thoughts and approach tasks with remarkable efficiency. You may notice that your natural attention to detail is even more heightened than usual, allowing you to spot solutions where others see only problems. This is an excellent time to tackle that complex project you've been putting off, as your mind is particularly sharp during the morning hours. In your personal relationships, Venus is currently transiting through Taurus, another earth sign, creating a supportive atmosphere for meaningful connections. If you're in a relationship, expect conversations to flow with unusual ease today. There's a harmony between your need for practical solutions and your partner's emotional perspective. For single Virgos, this planetary alignment creates an opportunity to meet someone who appreciates your thoughtful nature, perhaps in an educational setting or while pursuing intellectual interests. Career-wise, Mars in Gemini is activating your 10th house of professional achievement. This placement brings dynamic energy to your workplace interactions and boosts your ability to multitask effectively. A conversation with a superior or mentor figure could lead to new responsibilities that align perfectly with your skills. The Saturn influence adds staying power to any initiatives you begin today. What you start now has the potential to develop into something substantial over time. Take note of ideas that come to you around midday, as they contain seeds of future success. Your health sector receives beneficial aspects from Jupiter in Cáncer, suggesting that attention to emotional well-being translates to physical vitality today. The mind-body connection is especially strong for Virgos now. Consider integrating gentle movement with mental exercises. Perhaps a walking meditation or mindful yoga practice would serve you particularly well. Your digestive system, always a sensitive area for Virgos, benefits from conscious eating practices today. Financially, Pluto's transformative energy is still working through your 6th house of daily routines and service. This suggests that financial improvements come through refining your systems and eliminating inefficiencies. You might discover a way to restructure your budget or identify unnecessary expenses that have been draining your resources. A small adjustment made today could yield significant savings over time. Trust your natural Virgo instinct for improvement in this area. The number 7 appears significant for you today. Watch for this number appearing in various forms, as it carries messages of spiritual insight and internal wisdom. Speaking of insights, your intuition receives a notable boost from Neptune's position in Pisces, directly opposite your sign. While Virgos typically rely on logic and analysis, today offers a rare opportunity to access deeper knowing beyond rational thought. Pay attention to your dreams from last night and subtle feelings that arise throughout the day. They contain valuable information. Your most compatible signs today are fellow Earth signs Taurus and Capricorn, who understand your practical approach, as well as water signs Scorpio, who appreciates your depth and authenticity. A conversation with someone from one of these signs could provide exactly the perspective you need on a current challenge. Regarding challenges, be mindful of a square between Mercury and Pluto that could trigger overthinking or communication misunderstandings around 3 p.m. Your tendency to analyze might shift into anxiety if you're not careful. When you notice your thoughts spiraling, return to your body through breath awareness or physical movement. Remember that not everything requires immediate resolution. Some processes need time to unfold naturally, challenging as that may be for your fix-it-now Virgo nature. The afternoon sees the moon shifting into Aquarius, bringing a more innovative and future-oriented energy to your perspective. This lunar transition helps you step back from details and see the bigger picture, a refreshing shift from your usual microscopic focus. Use this expanded viewpoint to consider long-term goals and how your current projects align with your broader vision. Your planetary ruler Mercury is currently in Aries, lending your communication style extra directness and enthusiasm. While Virgos typically craft their words with careful precision, today you might surprise yourself with spontaneous expressions of truth. This authenticity is refreshing and helps others understand what truly matters to you. Don't overthink your interactions. The celestial energy supports speaking from the heart. As the day progresses into evening, a lovely sextile between Venus and Neptune enhances creativity and spiritual connection. This evening is ideal for artistic pursuits, romantic encounters, or spiritual practices. The combination creates a gentle atmosphere where your analytical mind can rest, while your soul explores more transcendent experiences. Consider ending your day with music, poetry, or meditation to fully embrace this harmonious energy. Looking at the broader picture, this day represents an important stepping stone in your personal growth journey for 2025. The skills you hone today, particularly the balance between analytical thinking and intuitive knowing, will serve you well during the upcoming Mercury retrograde next month. Consider today as preparation time, strengthening your mental agility and discernment. Your lucky color today is deep indigo, representing wisdom and inner vision. Wearing or surrounding yourself with this color supports your connection to higher insight while maintaining your practical nature. Your lucky number sequence is 7 to 4 to 9, and carrying a piece of clear quartz could help amplify the clear mental energy available to you today. For those Virgos working on personal development, today offers an excellent opportunity to examine perfectionist tendencies with compassion rather than judgment. The Saturn-Mercury trine supports structured thinking about thought patterns themselves, a powerful metacognitive moment that could lead to significant breakthroughs in self-acceptance. In summary, March 25, 2025 offers Virgo a day of mental clarity supported by intuitive wisdom, practical progress in work matters, harmonious communication in relationships, and opportunities for meaningful personal insight. Approach the day with your natural attention to detail, but remain open to the bigger picture that the Aquarius moon reveals in the afternoon. Balance analytical thinking with moments of surrender to develop a more integrated approach to life's challenges. This day represents a beautiful opportunity to embrace both the practical and mystical dimensions of your Virgo nature. For Virgo, on March 25, 2025, the planetary positions create a fascinating cosmic landscape that directly influences your analytical nature and practical tendencies. The Sun has recently moved into fiery Aries, occupying your 8th house of transformation and shared resources. This position creates a powerful energy for deep psychological insights and financial strategy. The solar energy is pushing you to examine what truly matters beneath the surface of your daily routines. With the Sun forming a trine to Pluto in your 5th house, there's an extraordinary opportunity to harness creative power and transform it into tangible results. This aspect supports releasing old habits that no longer serve your highest potential. The 8th house solar transit also highlights issues of intimacy and vulnerability areas, where Virgos typically prefer clarity and precision over emotional messiness. This positioning encourages you to embrace the unknown with the same methodical approach you apply to familiar territory. Mercury, your ruling planet, is currently in Pisces, creating an interesting tension as it transits your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. This placement softens your communication style and enhances your empathic abilities, even as it challenges your preference for precision and clarity. Mercury forms a challenging square to Saturn in Sagittarius, which may manifest as communication blocks or delays in partnership matters. However, this aspect also provides the structured thinking needed to address complex relationship dynamics with patience and maturity. The moon is in Capricorn today, moving through your fifth house of creativity and self-expression. This earthy lunar energy resonates beautifully with your Virgo nature, providing emotional stability and practical creativity. The moon's conjunction with Jupiter expands your creative potential and brings opportunities for joy and playful expression, something Virgos sometimes neglect in favor of productivity. Venus is positioned in Taurus, occupying your ninth house of higher learning, philosophy, and travel. This favorable placement in a fellow Earth sign creates a harmonious trine to your Sun, supporting endeavors related to education, publishing, or exploring new philosophical territories. Venus in this position also enhances your appreciation for beautiful ideas and concepts that have practical application. Mars is energizing your 11th house in Gemini, activating your networks, friendships, and long-term goals. This position brings intellectual stimulation to your social sphere and supports collaborative projects that require quick thinking and adaptability. The Mars-Mercury sextile provides excellent energy for communicating your ideas within groups and organizations. Jupiter continues its journey through Capricorn, forming a supportive angle to your Sun. This placement in your fifth house amplifies creative potential and brings opportunities for recognition in areas where you've applied disciplined effort. For Virgos with creative projects or children, this Jupiter placement is particularly beneficial. Saturn in Sagittarius occupies your fourth house of home and foundations. This position has been challenging you to restructure domestic matters and establish more solid emotional boundaries. Today's square between Saturn and Mercury highlights tensions between home responsibilities and partnership needs. Uranus in Taurus continues its long-term residence in your ninth house of higher learning and expansion, forming a trine to your natal Sun. This supportive aspect encourages breaking free from intellectual ruts and exploring innovative concepts that might initially seem too unconventional for your practical nature. Neptune in Pisces occupies your seventh house of partnerships, creating both inspiration and confusion in close relationships. Today's opposition between Neptune and the Sun suggests that discernment is needed in all relationship matters. Your natural Virgo skepticism serves you well here, but balance it with openness to emotional nuance. Pluto in Aquarius is transforming your sixth house Virgo's natural domain of work, health, and service. This powerful transformative energy is gradually revolutionizing your approach to daily routines and wellness practices. The North Node's position in Cáncer in your 11th house suggests your soul's growth lies in developing emotional connections within community settings rather than over-focusing on personal achievement. Today's planetary aspects particularly favor activities that combine analytical thinking with emotional intelligence. The Capricorn moon's trine to your sun sign provides excellent energy for productive work that requires both attention to detail and strategic vision. Chiron in Aries in your 8th house is highlighting old wounds around vulnerability and shared resources. Today's semi-square between Chiron and Mercury may trigger conversations that touch on sensitive areas, particularly regarding how you share yourself with others. These planetary positions collectively encourage you to maintain your trademark precision while expanding into areas that require more comfort with ambiguity and emotional depth. Your capacity for detailed analysis is supported by the Capricorn moon, while the Piscean influences invite you to integrate intuitive wisdom with factual knowledge. As March 25th unfolds, Virgo, you'll find your communication patterns shifting in notable ways. Mercury, your planetary ruler, forms a harmonious trine with Saturn in Pisces today, bringing structure to your typically detailed expression. This creates a rare balance between your analytical precision and emotional depth in conversations. The morning hours reveal a particular clarity in your thinking patterns. Words flow with unusual ease, especially when explaining complex concepts or technical information. This is partly due to Mercury's position in the intellectual air sign of Aquarius, activating your sixth house of daily routines and service. You'll notice yourself articulating ideas that have been gestating in your subconscious for weeks. In workplace communications, expect a significant breakthrough around 11 a.m. A colleague or supervisor may finally understand a perspective you've been trying to convey for some time. Your patience in explanation pays dividends today, particularly in written formats like email or documentation projects. For Virgos engaged in creative pursuits, the moon's position in Leo stimulates your 12th house of hidden matters, allowing subconscious material to emerge through artistic expression. Journal writing or voice recording your thoughts proves especially productive, as you'll access insights typically unavailable to your conscious mind. There's a fascinating communication paradox at play today. While you typically prefer precision and clarity, you may find yourself drawn to metaphor and symbolism as means of expression. This results from Neptune's distant influence on your Mercury-ruled thought patterns, adding a layer of intuitive understanding to your typically logical approach. Social media and digital communications carry extra impact today. Your words online may reach farther than anticipated, so craft posts with your characteristic care. A message sent could reach someone unexpected but significant to your future plans. The third house influence of Jupiter expands your communication reach beyond your usual circles. For Virgos in educational settings, today marks exceptional clarity in presenting information. If you're teaching, writing, or explaining concepts, your natural mercurial gifts shine with unusual brilliance. Students absorb your explanations with remarkable ease, recognizing the careful thought behind your words. In personal relationships, Venus in Taurus activates your ninth house of higher understanding, helping you express deeper emotions with unusual grace. Conversations with partners or close friends reach new levels of intimacy, not through dramatic declarations, but through thoughtful, measured revelations that build trust. Watch for a tendency toward excessive self-critique in the evening hours. As the moon forms an opposition to Pluto, you might overthink communications from earlier in the day. Remember that your natural Virgo precision means your expression was likely much clearer than your evening anxieties suggest. Phone conversations carry particular potency today. The vibration of your voice transmits subtleties that text cannot, and you'll find spoken exchanges especially satisfying. If you've been avoiding a difficult conversation, the planetary alignments support addressing it now, with surprising ease. Mercury's sextile to Mars in Capricorn adds assertiveness to your typically modest self-expression. You can advocate for yourself today without the self-doubt that sometimes holds you back. This is particularly evident in group settings where you might normally defer to louder voices. Written expression flows exceptionally well from 2 p.m. onward. If you have correspondence to complete, proposals to draft, or creative writing to pursue, the afternoon hours amplify your natural verbal talents. Your analytical mind finds perfect words with unusual speed. Listening becomes your superpower around sunset. While you're expressing yourself well today, your reception of others' communication reaches new heights of discernment. You hear not just what is said, but what remains unspoken, an invaluable skill in both professional and personal contexts. For Virgos working in communication fields, writers, teachers, marketers, analysts today offers a productive harmony between creative imagination and technical precision. Your work output could set new standards for both innovation and accuracy, particularly if you collaborate with others who appreciate your meticulous approach. The evening brings a quieter, more reflective communication style as the moon's influence shifts. This is ideal for poetry, journaling, or intimate conversations that require nuance rather than declarative statements. Your typically precise expression softens into something more contemplative, revealing depths others rarely witness in your careful Virgo presentation. Virgo, today's cosmic atmosphere brings interesting financial developments your way as Mercury, your ruling planet, forms a productive sextile with Jupiter in your 8th house of shared resources and investments. This creates prime conditions for financial growth through collaborative ventures. The morning hours present opportunities to reassess your budget or investment portfolio with uncommon clarity. You might discover overlooked financial opportunities, particularly those involving passive income streams or technology-related ventures. The moon's position in your seventh house of partnerships suggests that financial collaborations or negotiations with others could prove especially fruitful today. A business partner or financial advisor might bring valuable information that opens new monetary pathways. When Venus makes a harmonious aspect to Saturn later in the day, your practical approach to finances receives cosmic support. Long-term investments and conservative financial planning are particularly favored. You may receive recognition for your meticulous financial management or be offered a position that utilizes your analytical skills in a financial capacity. However, be mindful of Mars in your 12th house, which could trigger impulsive spending based on subconscious patterns. Take time to examine your emotional relationship with money before making significant financial commitments today. Your natural analytical abilities are enhanced during this transit, making it an excellent time to review contracts, investment opportunities, or to negotiate salary adjustments. Watch for unexpected financial news around 3 p.m. when the moon forms an opportune aspect with Uranus. This could bring a surprising financial opportunity that requires quick decision-making. Your financial intuition is unusually strong today, so trust your inner guidance when evaluating monetary matters. The evening hours favor setting concrete financial goals for the next 6 months, especially those related to debt reduction or increasing your emergency savings. Jupiter's influence expands your vision regarding wealth building, potentially opening doors to investments in education, publishing, or international ventures that could pay dividends later this year. Consider exploring financial opportunities that align with your values and personal growth goals, as these will likely prove most satisfying and sustainable in the long run. Today also presents a favorable environment for discussions about shared finances with family members or close partners. Clear communication about money matters will prevent future misunderstandings and strengthen financial partnerships. As March 25, 2025 unfolds, Virgo, you're experiencing a particularly fortunate alignment in several key areas of your life. With the sun firmly established in Aries illuminating your 8th house of shared resources, transformation, and intimate connections, you have exceptional opportunities for growth through collaboration. The most fortunate area today centers around financial partnerships and resource sharing. Jupiter forms a harmonious trine with your ruling planet Mercury, creating ideal conditions for negotiations, especially those involving investments, loans, or joint ventures. Your analytical abilities are heightened, allowing you to spot opportunities others might miss. This is an excellent day to approach financial institutions, apply for grants, or discuss profit-sharing arrangements. Your attention to detail impresses decision-makers. Another notably fortunate area involves research and investigation. The placement of Pluto adds depth to your natural analytical abilities, making this an ideal time to dive into complex problems, conduct thorough research, or uncover hidden information. Academic pursuits, particularly those requiring deep focus and persistence, are highly favored. Your mind works like a laser today, cutting through confusion to find essential truths. Healing modalities represent a third fortunate area. The position of Neptune in Aries creates a gentle flow of energy through your healing sector, enhancing your ability to address long-standing physical or emotional issues. Alternative healing approaches may prove surprisingly effective today. Consider exploring energy work, acupuncture, or other integrative health approaches if you've been curious about them. Your body's receptivity to healing interventions is heightened. Relationship transformation constitutes another fortunate zone. Venus forms a supportive aspect to Saturn, adding stability and longevity to any emotional breakthroughs experienced today. Deep conversations with partners, family members, or close friends can lead to meaningful evolution in how you relate to one another. Your capacity for emotional honesty without criticism is enhanced, allowing for genuine connection. Professional collaboration rounds out your fortunate areas. With Mars activating your career sector, team projects receive an energetic boost. Your contributions to group efforts will be recognized and valued. This is an excellent day to volunteer for leadership roles within collaborative projects, as your organizational skills are particularly sharp and appreciated. Your ability to coordinate diverse talents toward a common goal shines brilliantly now. To maximize these fortunate energies, remain open to trusting others with responsibilities. Practice receptivity alongside your natural analytical approach, and be willing to reimagine possibilities rather than sticking solely with proven methods. The universe rewards your flexibility today, especially when you combine it with your trademark thoroughness. As March 25th, 2025 unfolds for Virgo, your social landscape is experiencing a fascinating reconfiguration under today's celestial influences. With Mercury, your ruling planet, forming a harmonious trine with Jupiter in your 11th house of community and social networks, there's an expansiveness to your connections today that feels both refreshing and energizing. This alignment creates exceptional conditions for widening your social circle and deepening existing relationships through meaningful exchanges. The cosmic energy supports authentic connection rather than superficial networking. You're likely to find yourself naturally gravitating toward people who share your intellectual curiosities and humanitarian values. These aren't just pleasant interactions, they're potential foundations for long-term alliances that could significantly impact your personal and professional trajectory in the coming months. The moon's position in Gemini today activates your 10th house of public reputation, creating a fascinating interplay between your social connections and your public image. You may notice that conversations started in casual settings could unexpectedly lead to professional opportunities or enhanced standing in your community. There's a certain magnetism to your communication style today that draws people toward you without forceful effort on your part. Venus in Taurus is influencing your 9th house of expansion and higher knowledge, suggesting that connections made today may introduce you to different cultural perspectives or educational opportunities. Someone from a background quite different from yours might become an unexpected ally or friend. This planetary position encourages you to remain open to relationships that stretch your understanding of the world. A subtle square between Mars and Saturn indicates some potential tension in group settings where established hierarchies exist. You might find yourself navigating power dynamics within friend groups or organizations, requiring your natural Virgoan diplomatic skills to maintain harmony. The key is to honor your integrity while respecting the social structures around you. Neptune's continuing influence in your 7th house of partnerships casts a subtle fog over one-on-one interactions today. While this can create moments of deep, empathetic connection, it also suggests the need for clarity in your communications. Be mindful that what seems obvious to you may not be to others, particularly in digital communications where tone can be easily misinterpreted. For Virgos who have been feeling socially isolated recently, today marks a potential turning point. The stars encourage you to accept invitations that might initially seem outside your comfort zone, whether virtual gatherings or in-person events. The cosmic configuration supports breaking patterns of overthinking social interactions that may have kept you from fully engaging with your community. Jupiter's position relative to your social sector is particularly noteworthy today, as it's activating connections that have been dormant for some time. An old friend or colleague may resurface unexpectedly, bringing with them opportunities for reconciliation or renewal. These reconnections aren't happening by chance, they're aligned with your current life path and personal evolution. Group projects are especially favored under today's astrological weather. Your analytical abilities and attention to detail will be recognized and valued in collaborative settings. Look for opportunities to contribute your organizational skills while remaining open to others' creative input. This balance will position you as both a valuable contributor and a team player. The asteroid Pallas, Athena, currently in Libra, activates your second house of values and resources, suggesting that today's social interactions may involve important discussions about shared values or collaborative ventures. You're uniquely positioned to help mediate different perspectives and find common ground among diverse viewpoints. For Virgos in leadership positions, today's planetary alignments support team-building initiatives and strategic relationship development. Your ability to see individual strengths and allocate responsibilities accordingly will be heightened, making this an excellent time for reorganizing group structures or launching collective endeavors. Pluto's slow transit through Aquarius continues to transform your sixth house of daily routines and service, influencing how you integrate social connections into your everyday life. Today might present opportunities to blend your practical responsibilities with meaningful social interaction, perhaps through volunteer work, skill sharing, or collaborative problem solving. The North Node in Aries in your 8th house is guiding you toward more transformative and intense connections. Today's social interactions may feel deeper than usual, with conversations naturally veering toward subjects of mutual growth, shared resources, or psychological insights. These exchanges, while potentially uncomfortable for privacy-loving Virgo, offer significant growth opportunities. For Virgos who work in communications, education, or media, today's alignments particularly support networking within your industry. Connections made today could lead to collaborative projects or mentorships that significantly advance your professional development. The current positioning of Chiron suggests healing opportunities through social connection. A conversation today may unexpectedly address an old wound or insecurity, particularly around feelings of belonging or being understood. Approaching these interactions with openness rather than defensiveness will allow for genuine healing. For Virgos managing teams or family units, today's energy supports addressing interpersonal tensions that have been brewing beneath the surface. Your natural talent for practical problem solving, combined with today's enhanced emotional intelligence, creates ideal conditions for peaceful resolution and renewed cohesion. The Sun in Aries illuminating your 8th house brings intensity to your social experiences today. Interactions may feel more meaningful and transformative than usual. There's less patience for small talk and greater appreciation for exchanges that honor your authentic self and deeper values. With the Sun illuminating your 8th house of transformation and shared resources, today invites you to delve beneath surface appearances, dear Virgo. Your analytical mind is particularly attuned to subtleties that others might miss. As Mercury forms a challenging aspect to Neptune, there's potential for communication misunderstandings, especially in financial matters or intimate relationships. Be exceptionally clear in your expressions and double-check important documents before signing anything. The Moon's position suggests emotional intensity today